let's go.
Yeah, you're filthy, dude. You're filthy. All right. Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out.
I am Randy. This is Brian, and this is MP44, the new Transformers masterpiece. Let's call it G1 cartoon accurate. I mean, that's pretty much what they're going for.
Sure.
We'll get into it. There's so much to talk about. But first and foremost, I was not going to get this. I think we talked about this. I was on board. I wasn't on board. I know I did end up getting it.
I did take a solid pass on it.
You
so,
did.
Yeah.
You did.
You talked about not getting it. I took a pass on it. And this is the first time I've seen it.
Yes. You haven't even really handled it.
Yes, I have
feel
not.
free to enjoy it. I'm just going to say a few things. I wasn't going to. I think Ming wants to jump on you too. I wasn't going to do it. I pre-ordered it and I wasn't going to buy it. I knew what I was getting going into it. So any criticism that I have that's on design is something I knew I was getting into. Like, okay, I've said it a million times. I'm not really into the tune accurate thing. That's not my thing. Like, I would rather have silver thighs than white thighs. I would rather have more panel lines. Like, that's my style. Like, I get why they did this. I don't get why they changed the masterpiece aesthetic in the middle of the toy line. I think
like numerous times. They've done this a couple of times, and that was my biggest bitch. That's sort of why I passed. I got a lot of thoughts about why.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like this feels really nice.
It does.
I'm not gonna rip on this toy. I'm ripping on Takara that they've created a line that has no identity. That nothing is safe. It all goes on the butcher block. They tease you and then give you nothing for years.
And their prices
are insane.
Look, their prices are, like, we've talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it before I get into my thoughts on this toy. Is that their pricing is absolutely astronomical. Like, they are definitely, and I know people have said Pokemon, they lost the Pokemon rights, but they are compensating for something else. Now, that's not to say I got this at a decent deal at $350 shipped. That's a decent deal. If you're
scary.
Yeah, if you get this from Hasbro Pulse or like a Big Bad Toy Store, you're gonna pay about $400, I think.
$449.
Is it really that high?
BBTS wants $449 for it.
I'm gonna tell you right now that is ludicrous. Now that's not.
Would you be pissed if you would have paid that?
Dude, I'm pissed and I paid $350.
Okay.
But again, please, you can either shut it off now. But I'm not saying it's not worth a damn, because it is. It is a good item. It is nice.
It feels like
it feels good. It's just that I paid $350, so I'm gonna go with the $350 price. I cannot justify $350. Now, a lot of that could be the fact that I have two other Masterpiece Primes that I love.
Well, that's another question. Like, I don't care about the money.
Okay.
Like, I do care about the money, but I don't care. If I want a $500 toy, I can get a $500.
I understand. I'm in the same
with
boat.
You. You're in the same boat. So the money doesn't really matter, but the question is...
Third time, is it worth it?
Yeah, we know this is going to handle the best. We know that, right? Safety... I haven't handled it, so I don't know, but I would guess...
Yes, but there's some tit for tat in this.
The question is...
Yeah.
So, whether this may be the best Prime. Right. I would assume because of technology, it's...
Yeah.
I would say yes. But the question is, do you need a better Prime? Do you need the next best Prime? And is it good enough to rekindle interest in the line for a lot of people?
I will answer that. This Prime is for those who have been... If you have been dying for a G1 cartoon accurate Prime, and there are a lot of people out there, and I think that's fantastic. If you want one that transforms, because the thing is you can get a nice like action figure that looks like G1 Prime, but if you need one that transforms, that has all the accessories including Spike and Spark Plug and the little axe and the Matrix and the different heads and the Starscream head, this is your Prime. And with that said, if you don't have the other masterpieces and this is your style Prime, then you're going to get it all in a one-time package, done deal. It's probably worth your money. You don't ever have to do it again. If this is
a Prime you like,
that's right.
If this is your Prime. I think there's a lot of people that would argue, like, maybe the MP10 is a little dated, but the Wei Jing version of it, I think there's a lot of people that could call that their definitive Prime.
The Wei Jing Prime would be more my definitive Prime. The problem is there are, like, There are moral issues with that, and we're not going to go into the moral issues.
I don't know,
with
but
that.
I'm just saying,
But
as far
yeah,
as the mold
yeah.
goes, that's like fine. Use it. You can even say the MP10.
You know what? I'll
Then.
tell you what my definitive prime is, and again, I was going to save this for the end, and we'll go back into it. Is the MP01, and we'll go back. We'll backtrack.
Yeah, no,
But I
can
love
see that.
I love the big chunky Chogokin robot. So let's talk about this. Okay, so it is a pretty also I do want to mention we will compare it with the other masterpieces, but I don't have the Evolution Prime. What's the other one? There's another
Evolution.
Was it Evolution Toys, and then there was the other
Oh yeah, the third party.
Yeah, the
ones.
third
yeah,
party
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
I have seen pictures of this in third party ones, and I gotta be honest with you, like I could pick and choose different things I like about each of them.
Yeah, I think everybody can. I mean, it's just
One thing I'll say about this though is it feels good. I think from Takara, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get a toy that feels good and it feels professional. I'm not saying the third parties don't, because I haven't handled them, but they tend to have like their plastics tend to not have a finished feel to them. And there's something about like there's something to be said about like the official product.
yeah, but I mean, third parties metal.
Are they? Are those
Oh,
metal?
A lot of them, yeah.
But
I
do
mean,
they
which this could really benefit from.
This is metal, isn't it?
I don't know. It feels pretty light.
Oh, really? So I thought it felt pretty heavy.
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to double check, but I didn't think it was metal.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong either way. But I mean, just even like the Quietus is way heavier than that.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Which that doesn't matter. I mean, that doesn't. I mean, it's like it's one thing. I don't know. What's funny is I got that from you. I never used to care about metal until
really?
I got modern toys with it, and it's like, yeah, metal. Like,
I like metal, especially when I'm getting like a high end like BL. Like if I'm getting like
what do you think about the white on the legs?
I don't like the
yeah,
white.
I think it looks really ill.
I understand why they did it because again, they're going for that. They're going for the cartoon accurate, and again, I'll say it from the start. That is not my bag. I'll be honest with you. I think I would get a vinyl statue of it if I wanted it to look like the cartoon. I don't think that I need a transforming G1 accurate toy, or G1 cartoon accurate toy. I would like more of the. I would like my Optimus to look more like the Diaclone toy.
Does his backpack come off?
No, it doesn't. It's a bit much, but I don't think it's the end all be. I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world. I think
the worst thing would definitely be a stretch, but it's definitely not helping it.
Can I tell you what I think is the worst thing though? Again, we will go into positives and negatives. These little, would you call them the horns? What
Yeah,
are
they look
antennas?
pretty spindly,
Dude,
man.
they are sketchy, dude.
Do
So
they have like a better head with him?
I like this head the best. This is, I think, the comic book head. Most people like the.
Beat up one.
Most people like the. I think this is the cartoon head, right? I think this is the one that most people would go with, and I'll put it on just for that reason. But I will say that I like the one that looks like. I think it looks like the Marvel comic one.
I never realized these things were crooked like that.
Yeah, I like how they come in too. They slide on. They're really nice, really durable. These antennas suck, man.
Those look really thin.
They are really thin, and I understand why they did it, but I think there could have been better ways to do it. You like that head better, right?
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like the more rounder.
Let me see the one you like.
Yeah, I like the rounder one.
Well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like them both.
I like them both. But these antennas or horns are just awful.
Doesn't this need to come up higher like his horns? Like, or no?
I think that they probably nailed this to the cartoon. Like, I think this is nailed to the cartoon. I think this is the higher horn one.
Yeah, those are.
You know, they're kind of like bowed out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're way bigger.
I prefer the rounder head. I think the other one is just a little too squared for me, but I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's good. I like the fact that they gave you the option. This transformation, let's get into that, is amazing, but it is modern. Like, Masterpiece is now a toy line that they're capturing. They're trying to capture the cartoon. So in order to do that, they have to engineer everything in such a different way.
Well, they're doing it. They're just giving you fun too with it, man. I mean, because the cartoon, he's not that complex to transform.
No, but I don't think it's that they're trying to do a fun. I think that they, in order to make it look like the cartoon, I think that they have to have panel fold on top of panels, on top of panels, on top of panels, on top of panels. You're basically unfolding a puzzle, right? Am I wrong?
I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You haven't played it.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It is. I'm gonna be honest. I've only transformed it to this point once.
Yeah, do it up, man.
I don't know if I can. I've never transformed it back to the thing. I might. Yeah. Dude. It's the
awesome.
thing is it's not because. Well, one, because I just really haven't had time, but like I wanted to comment on the transformation from truck to robot. I want to thank T-Man's reviews because I don't think I could have done it without him. Check out T-Man. He's got a little transforming review. And I want to say that is a great thing that people on YouTube do transformation reviews.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's basically what got me into
Yeah, that's what you got you into.
Yeah, because I got in trouble.
I would never have the... Oh, yeah, because of the Beagle.
Yep.
The Scott Bernard
Yep.
Beagle.
I was like, the hell with that. I need help.
I would never have the patience to transform on camera. Plus, I don't think my vocabulary is strong enough to where I could, like, transform. I would be like, and then you move this thing, and then you move this thing, and then you move this thing. And that's not going to help someone who's transforming it. You really do need to describe what you're moving and everything.
These two.
Well, I can't read Japanese. Yeah,
they have pictures.
Instruction manuals. Yeah, but do you think...
Old school.
I don't think Transformer manuals have been very helpful in the last couple of years. The black and white, dark, maybe
if it were all, I would hope so. I mean, are we like?
I guess I'm
thinking
thinking
to be in that limited that I couldn't. That, I wouldn't be able to figure it out.
No,
if I couldn't.
dude, I know that there's a lot that you have not looked at instructions. You go straight to the video, right?
Yeah, yeah, but that doesn't mean I couldn't. I was just lazy.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying, you know, like the instructions wouldn't hurt.
I think this transformation is complex enough where
let someone else do it.
Yeah,
Sure.
It was stressful. Things I also don't like in design wise, I don't like how the chest is so thick and narrow. Like I liked it better when the grill was longer.
Yeah, I think I do too. But I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things that the knees are breaking. I haven't had. Yeah, have you heard that?
Nope.
I haven't had any issue with it. But let's keep our fingers crossed.
How long has this thing been out, though? It's a couple days, right?
I think it's been about like a week if you're in Japan. I do love this. So like these what do you call them? Skirts. So like if you move it up, they go up with it. Like that's
pretty cool.
Ingenious. And it does have a really good articulation range. And I like his arms are thinner than the other masterpiece. Yep. The truck mode looks good, but I think it looks, which you don't know because you haven't seen it, because it looks a little more cartoony. Like I don't know, Optimus Prime was based on a real truck, but was it designed to be authentic to that truck?
I doubt it.
It wasn't like
I think it was just they got it as close as they could. What the heck was that truck, too? I've only heard it a million times.
I've heard it a million times, too, but it was a legit truck.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
One of my favorite things is I haven't put batteries in this thing yet, either. And it's supposed to have both Peter Cullen voices and whoever the Japanese actor's voice is. And I feel bad that I meant to put batteries in. Sorry. I'll do a fake voice. Autobots, roll out. That's
so what does he say? Does he
great.
say all that stuff?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take some time and edit it in right here.
My batteries are dead. Well, I am Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. Raw.
Alright, I might not. I love the Matrix leadership is super awesome. Like, the way it goes up is pretty awesome. Like, I mean, yeah, you should play with it. It has, these engineers are brilliant. They really are. I just... Where did they get the price, man? It comes with a lot.
Well, I mean, they gotta pay someone to figure this all out, I guess.
Okay, I understand. All right, when did
it's
MP...
just like what bothers me is it's like, yeah, by the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time, you better have it right. And I get it, Takara's only done 3, but I don't really separate, like, Transformer, like, third party from Takara. This is like the 7th Prime. that's come out in 3 years.
Yeah. There's been, and that's just based on that like one look.
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
This I'm burnt out on Optimus Prime, or I'm burnt out on G1 Optimus Prime. So again, these are my issues.
That's pretty cool.
I think you're right. I think it's just kind of gotten to a point where it's like, how many Optimus Primes of this G1 style do I need? And that's on me. I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. He comes with the best array of weapons and accessories, and probably more than you need. He's got the truck, and it opens up, and it looks a little soft on the detail compared to like some of the other trucks, but it's again going for the cartoon thing. The little people are really nice and articulated. So he comes with a Starscream head, and
Well, what's up with that?
What is up with
I
that?
don't know. Yeah, I saw that. It's like with his shoulder.
yeah, it looks.
things.
You want me to put it on?
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like, was that an episode?
I don't know, but I was like, there's a statue that sort of came with that.
Oh,
right?
you know what?
Or he
Didn't
just
the
had his
Hot
wings.
Toys.
Yeah.
The Hot Toys. So
I
I
don't
don't
know what that's about.
So Transformer pros out there, I don't honestly remember what episode that is. I'm sure it was like episode 26, scene 17 minutes and 12-second mark. And I'm sure someone will tell us. I don't remember it. So you just sort of snap off the backpack and then you pop this thing on. It's actually pretty cool. It's just that I don't get it. I think this is one of those accessories that probably didn't cost a whole lot more, but if you could remove this and save money on the price, I think this would have been one to remove.
Yeah,
Like, who
get that
cares?
at all.
Like, I don't want to be a dick, but I don't
That
care.
doesn't look good.
No, I don't
It
have,
doesn't even look good. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks bad. Please.
I just don't have any use for it.
Yeah,
Like,
like
if you would have
who
removed,
displays that?
yeah, that's, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Somebody does.
I don't-
Yeah, I'll bet you there's a. You know what?
you think someone
Comment.
pays for,
I want.
okay.
I want the guy who displays it in that mode with the Starscream head.
Yeah, if you paid
I don't know, you-
$400 for this, and that's your preferred mode, let us know and explain why. And again, I'm not dogging on you. Is that even a term? It's just I'm just curious, like who.
Lots of curiousness lately. You know what I'm curious about?
Yeah.
Is it the Ghostbusters MP10? Comes out.
I thought you
releases-
liked it.
I do.
Right.
But don't you think it's weird that they release a mold and its replacement at the same time? Like
I
they're
do. I
producing
think
them
I think
both.
they're absolutely milking that mold
Yeah.
to the bitter end. The backpack fits on nice and it looks good. It's it just adds more bulk, but I like it. Actually, to be honest with you, it's probably better just to display it with the backpack because it kind of hides some of the things.
Yeah, it helps. At least it has a purpose.
Yeah.
For the thing on it.
I will say this toy looks absolutely, and again, no one's looking at it from the top.
Is the
but that looks
backpack-
awful, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
that's like that sort of takes me out of it a little
It
bit.
does. Like that's a bad view.
That and also just the rear side, like the
The back. Yeah.
Is that like what's the truck? What becomes the most of the truck in there, or is that
yeah,
just a voice box?
yeah, definitely. Like maybe I can transform it. I just think we'll be here for like I don't want to clam up. Maybe I will transform it. But I want to compare it first before I
Do
I
it,
do
man.
that.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
The hands are really cool. They're really articulated. I think it's got a nice feel. I think the accessories are cool. I think his blaster looks good. That looks more toy accurate, right?
I think so.
And he comes with like all the look.
Still comes with roller.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
Yeah, you gotta come with. He comes with these cool. I gotta be honest with you. It has this little blast effect that goes on the side. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think it is pretty cool. Again, I don't know it adds to the play value, but I think if Takara could save me $100 and just give me the toy, the roller, the trailer, and maybe a couple of the heads, I think I'd be okay. But
Yeah, I agree, but they can add in a bunch of cheap stuff and jack it up
Jack it up.
$100 and justify it, and yeah, why not?
this box is huge too.
That is huge,
isn't it?
Is it better? Is it thicker? Yeah, it's about the
I don't
same.
know. It's about the same, but it's bigger than I thought. I'm gonna move it out of the way. All right, so yeah, so he's got a lot of play value, and I'll be honest with you.
What do you think of the shiny red?
I like it. You not?
I don't know.
I like the red shiny red on this better than I like the dull. And I'll show you. Should we bring him out?
Bring him out.
All right. First I'm gonna bring out MP01 because it's a different beast. I like MP01.
Wow.
I think
So
that's
how old is MP? Is that
2001.
Oh my
I think.
God, we're old.
I
He's
know.
18 years old.
Dude, it came out with vinyl tech, and this was like, if you ask me, this is like the Transformer Renaissance. Vinyl tech, I mean, it was like a whole new level. It's a little dusty.
Well, that was like the birth
this
of
bad
adult collectible
Yes.
toys. I mean, that's when Yamato started doing Macross toys.
I
Like
think
the
you're right.
148.
I
then
think
it
you're
was just-
right.
Yeah, that was a time to.
What does he look like next to this bad boy?
I
mean, he's a different beast. Let me see. I gotta be honest. I still think for my money, the MP01 is one of the most impressive. But it could be. Is it because I have a nostalgia for it at this point? I think it looks great.
I don't know because that goes on a Godaken shelf.
I think
mean,
you're
it's
right.
just like a whole other thing.
I agree. I mean, again, I don't think you could compare the two, but aesthetically, this is what I prefer. And then now that's the more comparable one, and this is gonna get interesting. This is the Takara version too. Just a heads up. Here, you probably got to turn these around.
I know.
I mean, there's a lot to
Take it
compare.
in.
Yeah, take it in. I do like the new Masterpiece gun way better than the old one. I always hated the MP10. I paid a lot of money for the MP10, but it was also during the, I guess, economic crash.
Yeah.
But they ended up going back down to about $150, and I think for $150 compared to $350 again, it was a good 10 years before. It's hard.
Weird,
taking
man.
it in?
It's like
If you could take pieces of one and take pieces of the other.
darken those legs up.
Darken
please.
the legs. These are more, but the U.S. one had the lighter legs. I thought you liked the lighter legs.
Not with this finish though. If it's gonna be shiny, man, I'd rather it dark. I don't know, man.
I like the new legs better. I think these got a little. Well, the thing is I think the MPP10, the Wei Zhang,
Yeah.
stretched him out really nicely and improved on it.
Well, didn't they shorten the arms?
No, they lengthened the legs.
Lengthen the
so
legs.
then it made
left the
sense.
arm.
His arms are really long. I didn't notice that. I prefer the head minus the dead eyes of the MP10. I think I prefer the longer torso.
Narrow.
The
It's
narrow.
narrow and thin. And he looks. He
I
looks
think I
more
like-
athletic. MP10
Yeah.
looks way more just
He looks like he's been
dynamic
at the gym.
and- yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm sorry, I just had to turn it a little bit. I don't know, man. There's things I think. Wow, actually,
And there's things I like about both.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. I mean, what'll be curious is to see how you feel in a year, like a couple of years.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they're both old and just on a shelf, which one? Without touching them, which one? What aesthetic do you prefer?
Well, I think it starts getting into the point where you start feeling nostalgic for it, or you have like a connection to it. And again, ultimately, like MP01, I have the most connection to, and then MP10 I've had for so long that I have that built-in connection with this. At this point with this one, I don't want to say I have a bitterness towards it, but I have a like.
Almost feels like it's made on blood money or something.
Yeah,
a little bit.
No one put a gun to my head and forced me to buy it. I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. But with that said, I wasn't really excited for it. I bought it with like almost an obligation. And again, I'm not obligated to purchase anything. I completely chose to buy it. But it was more of a curiosity than anything. Like I didn't
And?
see. I think it's cool. It's just that, like, I think it's cool for what it is. For if you are into, I feel like a broken record, but if the G1 look is what you're looking for and you need it to transform, this is your one to go with. It's great articulation. It's slimmed up. The backpack is a bit much. The breakable horns, or they're not breakable. The bendable horns is a poor choice.
Yeah, those are scary.
The fists, the articulation
amazing.
hands are great. I like the gloss. I think that I prefer the longer torso. I would prefer a little bit of more paint. I like the vents of the
More paint on
MP10.
this? Because
Yeah.
this thing feels like the whole thing's painted.
I don't like the vents the way they are.
Here?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
vents.
I would
like-
do anything for those to be gray or something.
Right,
I don't
silver
care if
vents.
it's accurate. I don't care. It's like, it needs a little bit
Yeah,
of
I'm glad they
contrast.
gave him chrome because they could have just completely wiped out the chrome. there's a lot to like about that. It's just that like I'm trying to figure out in my world and like why I need all these. The one thing it's broken me. It's broken me and said that I don't need any more G1 Optimus Primes. I'm completely done. And I mean that truly. It also, I'm gonna say it is my very last G1 masterpiece I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy Hound. I'm not even curious. I'm not interested. I will buy the Beast Wars. I'm interested in those, but I'm not interested in the masterpiece anymore. Like I don't know. They've taken it and
Feel burnt out, huh?
I
get. I know exactly how you feel.
I hate to say
it's
it
sad,
too. It
too,
is
because
sad.
that's a really beautiful freaking toy.
It is.
But it's like day late, dollars short. Like what stinks. This toy would have kept me interested in the line a few years ago.
Do you think so?
Yes. 3 years ago, I'd be all about this, and it would have kept me. It's just been too long. It's like,
I know it's yeah. See, I think it is. I think it's too late. But
turn into a snooze fest,
What do you think? And again, this is like almost an impossible question. But what do you think if this would have come out instead of the MP10?
I would have bitched, but I still would have liked it. I mean, it's like, this can never be replaced. I don't of course it can be replaced, but this aesthetic was darn near perfect. Like,
I remember I didn't understand when this came out
Yeah, me
why
neither.
they did it because I was perfectly happy with this, and the only explanation was that they were shrinking down the size so they could do a manageable line, and that seems to be what they did. I've also transformed both these a million times to the point where I know them by heart, and I don't know this by heart yet.
Is it scary?
It is scary.
All right.
The legs, I got cat hair in my mouth. The legs really fold in weird ways. Like, I'm gonna mess with it more. It's genius, but it's also scary. Once you get to the upper body, it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
But these legs, I look forward to, and I'll give you follow-up information on it. I look forward to transforming it a few more times to really get it.
All right, I did transform them back to truck mode, and I just want to reiterate that it's a pretty awesome but crazy transformation. It should be experienced. I don't know if I think it's fun yet because it's so different from any other Optimus Prime, but interesting.
It's very panel-y. Like, I don't know how the panels are going to age. They're thin, and they just fold panel over panel over panel.
Yeah.
I'd be really curious on whether you could transform it without any instructions.
I'd need the instruction, but I could easily do it with a paper.
I don't know that you could.
I'll do it right now. I'll look at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. This might be a long video.
See, that's the thing is I don't know if I want to edit a long video.
Just cut it out or speed it up.
Yeah. So my thought is, in today's economy, I would say if it was $250, I think the response, and I don't think I'm the only one, but I think the general response would be a lot more positive on this thing. I think it's pretty hard to swallow $400 for that. Especially when you have the Soul Chigoken. I was talking to Andy about this. The Dairuger coming out, and that's $360.
I think something like that. Which I would, I won't even.
Yeah, I mean we don't know what to expect, but
Bandai just feels a little better than Takara. Sometimes I don't know. It's just,
I think in general,
they're playing with big boys. It's like they're big boy pricing it, and it's like this is like when we started these were like our escape.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a little expensive, but you beat them up. They're to play with,
Right.
and it's like now that it's not that, but it's not a Soul Chigoken. It's like, what is it? It's just a. I don't know, man. It's hard to put into perspective what it is,
Yeah, it really is. I think when it comes to Transformers, I think I need something new. I think I need something completely new. I think I'm completely burnt out on this current incarnation, and I'm including. Even though I think that they're making some of the best mainline stuff with Siege and stuff, I think I'm just burnt out on the look. It's like
but Siege is a $40 toy.
It is, and I will
bump
continue
around with. It's cool, whatever.
I'll continue to buy them too. It's just that like I need a new aesthetic. I need a new character design. I understand. I think that they can keep doing Optimus Primes. It's just that these gotta look different. These gotta they like. I hate to say it because I know a lot of people hate Beast Wars, including you. I think they need to like.
I don't hate these. They're not for me. It's not my aesthetic, but I don't think they're bad toys.
Okay, but I think it's fair to say you hate the concept of them.
Yeah, but I don't think they're bad toys. I think they're beautiful toys.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like it's just not my thing.
What I just wish there was a new story to tell with new looks, and I gotta be honest with you.
You mean you could like go for some creativity?
Yes.
Yeah, creativity would be great, but like that seems like just that's what people want right now is of just rehashing old ideas and stuff like that. I mean, it's everywhere. Like, look, we're getting ready for Star Wars 9. Like
the new He-Man,
the new everything.
Thundercats.
I'm excited for a lot of it, but
I
it's all
too.
just like I
I
would love something new, like for somebody to write something that hasn't been written yet. That'd be sweet. I'd be all about it.
I agree. I'm trying to think of like what could they do with Transformers, that hasn't been done or could be done, still keeping the elements of a transforming robot into, let's say, vehicle, because I don't think we want to see Transformers turning into skyscrapers or whatever, and maybe we do, like, or even like mechanical bugs. That would be kind of cool. What if they did like a whole line of like mechanical bugs, and they could use Optimus Prime, and they can use that and just
Wouldn't that be like Insecticons?
Yeah, but what if there was a whole line of like, and you could keep the colors and aesthetic, but of all like different transforming bugs, and it was like you could make like and it was their
Robot to bug.
Yeah, robot to bug.
No vehicle mode.
No vehicle mode. But a bug is
Who
cool.
are you asking about? Of course I'm gonna hate that.
Really?
Need vehicle mode for me.
Bug. Okay,
No,
so
I don't know. Actually, a bug mode. If
That
it
sounds
was,
pretty
if it
cool.
wasn't an organic bug
Okay,
mode, if
right.
it was a Zoid bug
Mechanical.
mode, that it was a vehicle.
Yeah.
A vehicle bug. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be all right.
I don't know. I'm just, even if they do like, I didn't really love was it called the Cybertron trilogy, where it was like Energon, Cybertron, and Armada. Like I didn't love them, but at least they were like fresh. Like there was something new, even though it was just returning to vehicles. But there was a fresh like aesthetic to it, and even like animated. I don't know that I want to revisit that, but I just don't. I just think I don't know. Maybe now I look back and I think that maybe the movie stuff was good for Transformers, just giving it a whole new.
You mean like the original '87 movie
No,
stuff? Oh, you mean the Michael Bay?
Yeah, but now I want to kick myself in the ass for
A
saying
lot of
that.
people dig it, man. I mean, they did a masterpiece collection of it. They did what was it? The line that's out, the movie, what?
Yeah, no,
Is
yeah.
it, what do they call that line?
Bumblebee? Oh,
The movie, what?
The NPMs?
Is that an M?
Yeah, I think the movie masterpiece.
Yeah, but what about the ones of that movie that aren't masterpiece?
Oh, the studio series.
Yeah, the studio series. I mean, those are pretty sweet.
Yeah. With that said, I mean, this is a really nice looking figure. They really did some good stuff with it. I don't know how it's gonna age. What do you think? I mean, I've heard so many bad things about this knee thing, but I haven't had.
Well, that's going to be a big deal. I mean, if a knee break, when you say the knee breaks, does that mean the leg falls off at the knee? I mean, that's sort of a big one.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is a big one. I guess you can take it apart and you can repair it, and I guess the repair job actually makes him stable. He does kind of. I think that that's a little
that's
loosey.
a little bit.
That's a little bit too much. It feels
Just
like it.
compare it.
Yeah, but shake it. So give it a good. Yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'm just trying to point things out.
So what is this thing worth? $250?
I think $250 in today's market. I think $200, and take away the
I
Starscream
mean, it
hat.
seems pretty damn complex.
It is definitely complex.
I could.
This is.
I don't think even 300 or 350 is that bad. It's just
It's
like.
not that it's bad. It's just like, how do you where's $350 going into this? Okay, so and then they're gonna do a Nemesis Prime.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, and they should not for me, but like they should milk their money, right?
Yeah.
They got to get their money
So
out of it.
it's gonna get KO'd, so they better do it fast.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's true. Do you think that has a big part on why this is so expensive? Is because they have to get their money up
I
front?
don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Sometimes I think that their pricing encourages KO, and I don't think that's right. I'm just saying.
No,
that,
I think you're right. I mean, the whole thing is, I would like me if I were gonna get it. I'd wait till the KOs were out and still buy the original and just pay less for it.
So then you're spending $350 to $400 on this, and then you're buying another
No, I'd
one
be
for
spending
$100?
about $250 on that. I would imagine once the KOs hit, this guy's like $250. I would guess. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I think
But
that
it drives it drives the price down on all of them. It seems, or it has.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But yeah,
I just like I don't.
KOs are sort of naughty sometimes.
Yeah, I think
I'm taking that back. You know what?
I'm kind of
I am
burnt.
not in a position to say that. I withdraw that comment. So I'm withdrawing it. I don't want to make a statement on that.
I'm gonna make a statement on that. I think if it's a direct knockoff, I'm not on board. If it's,
I agree.
I think if it's like
But I don't
if
think
it's-
you're bad if you get them.
Well, no, I'm not judging anybody.
I wouldn't do it.
I mean, I understand. I mean, if you do that, that's fine. I'm supportive of the altered versions, like the MPP10, where they improved it.
Yeah.
I'm not on board with someone who a company who just takes the exact thing and then run it off for cheaper. I think that's stealing. But again, we can all morally alter things to make things work. Our own moral judgments. I really wish I had the other two third parties to really be able to figure it out. I don't know. It's so hard because
Now the other ones are $100.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're cheap. That's like the whole other thing. I think maybe 140. One of them is under 100. The other's like 139.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
they're
tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'd make a comment about it because if Hasbro or Takara had to pay royalties, but they don't. They own
They own it.
Transformers,
They
right?
own it. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's like Transformers is in a rough spot. I like them.
I
it's
love
like they're sweet, but it's like as far as like a business, a brand, they are in deep shit.
them. Yeah.
I think even if we said it, this is the best one. I don't know if it is, but let's just say it is. By how much? Like hundreds of dollars? Best
Yeah.
much? It's like, and I mean, yeah, it's tough.
I think it's so hard for me to separate this, but I wonder if they would have painted his legs silver, added some vents. I think it would
Do you
clearly
think they
be...
will? They probably will, though. have
yeah,
that.
didn't they make
Now they're gonna have toy accurate paint.
Yeah, didn't they
They're
do that
gonna
with
go-
a Megatron and a Shockwave?
Yes,
They did toy
and
accurate.
Megatron looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool. To be honest with you, if I could go
That
back in
chrome
time,
one, yeah.
I would totally get. Same thing with the Shockwave. If I could go back in time,
Get the purple.
get the dark purple.
Yeah.
And I think they will do something like this.
Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
they literally have got to get so much money out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it probably cost them a whole lot in resource, in like engineering and stuff.
They just would go faster and more.
With
like-
the masterpiece.
Just more mold so you can engross yourself in it. But it's just tough when you get maybe like
2 a year.
have we been getting that even?
I'm trying to think who was the last one. That,
Before-
Sunstreaker.
I think, and that was like 2 years ago.
That does feel like ancient times.
Yeah, and it's like that's just not enough to keep people. Well, it's not enough to keep me interested. Like I'll sort of get like, okay, you can't just give me repaints and just like I need something to keep this going a little bit to get excited for. And
What are Takara's other big brands that they have? Like if you were like, I know they
I had
have.
to guess.
Yeah,
Diaclone, but I don't know if that's
I
big.
don't think that's big.
So-
They had Pokemon.
Pokemon.
They have another really like giant one that I'm not thinking of that they probably make all their money on. I can't remember what it was. They have a few, but Transformers has at least got to be in the top 5, right?
Imagine. I mean, how could they put that type of R&D into something if it wasn't making them a couple bucks?
Ooh, this is stuck. Oh, there we go.
Don't break it. Would you get the black one?
No, I'm
Oh.
done. I'm done.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm done. I'm absolutely done.
I get the black one. That might look really sharp and black.
Would you like? Okay, so you're
If
gonna
it's at
spend.
a discount, I would.
Okay.
Because the whole if they did it, they're like, oh, you can get 40%. I might. I wouldn't pay full price for it, and I don't need another standard. Like the whole thing is with me, the absolute last thing I wanted or needed was a G1 standard Prime. Anything would have been better. Like anything, and they could still stick with G1, but Astro Train. I mean, you name it.
I
You
get what
could
you're saying.
come up with 120 characters that and I get it. He's
Prime is the selling. If they're going to be able to put, and again, this is I think what the problem is why they're not getting enough backers for the Unicron is because
Gives a shit
if
about
you're going to pay $650 for a Transformer, is Unicron the guy that you're going to spend that money on?
They get to depend how close are they? They even make it halfway. I checked like a week ago and it wasn't even halfway.
They're gonna make that thing whether
yeah.
they get it or not because if anything they'll get backers like Big Bad Toy Store to commit to like 1,000 pieces. Like they're gonna make it. When they started the whole project, they knew they were gonna make it and it's gonna come out.
So what if it does? So if it doesn't make it and they make it anyway, do they lose credibility?
No, because they're just gonna find outlets to sell it. Like I said, like they're gonna just go to like an Entertainment Earth or a Big Bad Toy Store and get them to commit to 500 of them or whatever, or whatnot, and then they can just say congratulations Hasbro Pulse members, you made it happen. I mean, we don't need to know, right? I mean, they don't need to tell us the truth of how short they were.
Is so
I mean, yeah.
We're not privy to that info.
And you know, and that's fine. Like I don't need to know the behind the scenes of Takara Tomy. Although I do want to know why this is a $400 toy. I would like to know, like, break it down, like who are we paying off that this has been a $400 toy.
Yeah, like what license did you guys lose?
Yeah. Again, I've heard it was Pokemon, and it would make sense. Pokemon's a pretty huge license to lose.
Who did they lose it to?
Oh, that's a good question. I would imagine Bandai, or maybe like a Mattel.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely beautiful. With all the crap I'm saying, like it's just my issue. It is beautiful. If you are looking for the G1 toy accurate, this is beautiful, and the transformation is complex. But it again, if you don't mind the panels folding up into forming this, it's really quite amazing. It comes with everything you could possibly imagine. I don't know that there's an accessory that I would say, oh, I can't believe you left that out, because they didn't. They really nailed it. If you have this and you're happy with this, I don't know that this is...
Hey,
you do?
Like, I have this, and I'm looking at
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, it's a different...
It's a different beast.
It's a different beast. So if you want a new Prime, oh hell yeah, you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
it's tough because I don't know what expendable cash people have.
Yeah, well, or what they want to spend.
Yeah, or what they
on,
want to spend it on.
Like,
I think if you're a casual Transformer fan and you love the cartoon and you want a Transformer to represent, I think this is probably...
Well, I'm not a 20 Optimus Prime kind of guy.
What do you mean?
Well, it's you
was.
like having like versions of the same character.
I do.
I'm not into that. So it's like, I think that's beautiful. It's awesome. But my problem is I can't get him without having to retire something.
So here's a question, would you retire that for this?
I don't know.
Like right now,
I don't know.
If I said, here, I'll give you this one for that one.
I don't know.
I know, it's tough, isn't it?
It's tough, yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know, like, if someone said...
Are you ever going to pick this up and beat up on it and just... Will you get it that good? And will it be that good of a toy that will withstand 100 transformations? Because he will.
Yeah.
Oh, well beyond hundreds and hundreds. Will he? Who knows?
I gotta be honest with you. I think...
He looks like an adult collector's piece.
A what?
He looks like an adult collectible. An adult collector's piece. Where I think this is a real toy.
But I think that he looks more like an adult collectible, and this one looks more like a toy, but it could have been...
I think the silhouette, you're right. Yeah, but, like, would you really get up on that and look at the joint work? I mean, that looks pretty...
It is complex.
Like, it's no joke, man.
I think if I had to get rid of one, I think I would get rid of the new one, but simply because I have already developed, like, years of attachment to this. And I also like this... again, the arms are way long, the legs are a little stumpy. There's some issues with this that this totally improves on, but I think for my money, that's my Optimus Prime. When I think of Optimus Prime, I think this is my Optimus Prime. I like this. I like that he looks like a Chogokin, and I like that. For me, that's mine. So it's personal taste. I haven't had any issues with the knee, so that's not an issue for me. The transformation is certainly satisfying. You're gonna get satisfaction out of the transformation. The accessories are all there.
How long does it take? You know what you're doing? 10 minutes? Is it like?
Yeah, I think so. I really want to do it, but now we're reaching the end. The vehicle mode is also a little softer than this because this looks like a real truck. This one's softened up a little bit. I mean, ultimately, the reason why I'm into Transformers is because I like the process.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's a positive thing. This is a real hard one to take in, isn't it?
It's just yeah, because they're so different, and it's just it's not even, they're just different. Like,
They are.
feel like purposely built different, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think if you are currently collecting the I know we'll wrap it up.
No,
I think if you're currently collecting the Masterpiece line and you like this aesthetic, then this is the one to go with. And I think you have to replace that, don't you?
I think so.
I think you do.
What I don't understand is how.
No, go.
Like, how could you collect the Masterpiece line if it's barely even going? That was my whole point. It's like you can own all the Masterpiece, but it's impossible to collect it because they don't give you enough.
Well, what
Which is what pisses me off about this, because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
What is missing that you want them to like ramp up? Because okay, we are now
5 toys a year.
5 toys a year. So okay.
I'd settle for 4.
So
not like 1 a year.
Okay, so going with this aesthetic, because this is Masterpiece now, what would you say needs to come out the rest of this year? 5, 4.
4 more?
Yeah, 4 more.
4 more.
Mirage. We got Hound.
You pick them. I don't care.
Okay,
like that's the whole thing.
I think you're probably right.
Like, it doesn't matter. Okay, a couple cars, maybe a Decepticon.
The cars are $160 a pop now, right? Was that what Hound is?
I think so. Yeah, which is insane. But if they, I don't know, would you get them?
No, I'm done.
Even if they gave you more, even if they rolled out for a year, you'd be out.
I'm out. I'm again. I mean, I'm totally not interested in this aesthetic. I'm just. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't interest me to have a robot intentionally under-designed to match the cartoon. And it's ass backwards because with Beast Wars, I'm the opposite. I want it to look like the cartoon, but I do think the cartoon had a lot of detail in it, and they sort of intertwined. But with this, it's like, I liked the toy aesthetic. I liked that combination. I thought it was good. This like white paint, because they couldn't in the cartoon.
Yeah, I don't like the white paint.
It doesn't.
It looks chunky. That white looks chunky. I don't know if that's the right.
It's gonna
word,
get
but
scratched up too. It just isn't my thing. But that doesn't say that it's wrong. It's just not my thing. I think if this is your thing, and I know there's a lot of you out there, this is the Prime to go with, I guess.
If you don't have any of them, of course, get the new one. I mean, he's got the most work in it. He's got the most intelligence in it, most man hours, most design, most tech in it. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
The biggest negative is I think these horns are bad news. I think these are pretty secure. Like, why didn't they just duplicate something like that? Have you ever had an issue with the antennas on your?
No, never.
The backpack doesn't bother me that much, but it is a bit much. But I understand it. He's going hiking, man. He's got plenty of gear, lots of trail mix. It doesn't bother me too much. So with that said, I'll wrap it up. I mean, this is beautiful. It is a piece of art in its own right. If you are interested and you can afford it, I think you're going to get your money's worth.
Or if you're interested and you can't afford it, you can still get it. That doesn't stop me.
That's right. If you're like type O negative with the blood type, you can sell your blood or something. It really has all its bells and whistles. It's all there. It's very specific. Whereas this was a little bit more broad.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
I want to see what a year of playing with does to this. Like, that's what I'm the most curious about. Can this thing hold up to 100 transformations? Not broken.
That's curious.
Not forcing it, but I wonder if it can do it, you know?
I'm definitely gonna give it some more time. It's just I got it a couple days ago. Yeah, it's great. People are gonna love it. I think the biggest.
Yeah, it's okay, man.
Yeah, it's
not
good.
bad.
It's just, it is.
Like, if
it
it's
is
your thing,
officially.
it's your thing, you know?
It is officially
Like-
my last Transformers masterpiece as far as G1. I would love to see Takara Tomy come out with a new high-end line.
Mhm.
I was a Vinyl Tech fan. I would be so happy if they would relaunch something like that, but I don't think we'll ever see it, right?
I don't know. I mean, I would take just a robot line and maybe it transforms, maybe it combines, maybe it's not related, but just something fun.
I'd like a high end.
Mhm.
I'd like a high end non G1 line. That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I'd take it.
I mean, I'm a big fan of. I like the Transformers world. I like the characters. I like a high end robot. I'm bored of this. I'm just done.
I mean, I agree. There's only so many different ways you can make a man turn into a truck that's still interesting.
I agree. Or a sentient being,
sentient.
whatever. You got anything else? You didn't go see it this weekend without me, did you? You did?
No, I didn't. I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay. Oh,
All right.
I got something to say.
Okay.
Let's talk about the finest X-Men movie to ever
Dude,
grace.
I got 40
Right.
minutes in and I
I don't know how, I didn't finish it. I don't know if I got, oh my God.
Yeah, well,
How did it even get finished?
You're talking about Dark Phoenix. It
Yeah.
was really boring. It was useless. I had no interest in it.
First 5 minutes, I had hope. I thought it would be.
Why? What gave you hope?
Because it showed, like, I don't even remember it now. I don't know. I was just watching it. I'm like, this could be an engine.
Dude, I was dozing off. I do want to
Like the
say,
space shuttle, I mean, it showed, like, the jet and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, the jet's
Like a-
cool.
I think the whole Jennifer Lawrence character,
Leading the
Mystique,
X-Men
it's
is
ridiculous.
stupid. Yeah, she's a villain. Not a villain. An anti-hero. And,
Yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous. It's
yeah,
like they pushed
she's
that.
not the leader of these goddamn X-Men.
No, that was star power. I finished the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance on Netflix twice. 10
What?
episodes twice.
Nice.
And I want to just clarify that I think it's beautiful. It's lovely. It expands the world. If you're into the Dark Crystal, it just makes it bigger and better. It is, I think it's my show of the year. Now, I have a deep connection to Dark Crystal. I have a deep love. But even regardless, I think it's incredible. It's truly incredible. It's a work of art. I've watched the series twice now.
10 episodes, huh?
10 episodes
Well.
twice, so 20 episodes. And my expectation, I had high expectations, but low. I don't know. It just wasn't really. I really didn't know what to expect, and
Yeah.
I think that they just absolutely nailed it. It was just a complete high point for a television series, and for honoring Jim Henson and Brian Froud's creations. It is just absolutely lovely, and I cannot wait to get more of the figures in. I got the little spitter figure.
Did it end?
Are you gonna watch?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Did it have an end? Like, do you think it'll get renewed, or was it?
I
like,
think there's an opportunity for another series, and I hope they do. If they do anything decent, I mean, they created this. They just expanded this beautiful world. Like, it feels like they put this world on paper before they, you know what I mean? Like that they like when you read Lord of the Rings, you feel like
the guy had it thought out.
Tolkien, yeah, he
Maybe,
thought
yeah.
out this world, and I think that the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance has a similar feel. Like, it feels like they thought this world out, down to every little like plant and creature, and I like that. I really do. I love big worlds like Star Wars, but even Star Wars doesn't feel like it was intentionally built out that big.
Well, the new ones aren't like they're just making one. And
Yeah.
they're making the next one. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm not
Yeah.
ripping on it. That's
Yeah.
what they say.
Yeah.
They made part 7 not knowing where 8 was gonna go, and they're, you know.
I wonder if they're gonna come back and tell us that was all just bull. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, we don't know. You know, at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, go see Dark Crystal. Just absolutely a work of art. Other than that, I would like to go see it. I want to get my brothers to see it, but we'll see if that happens. Oh yeah, one other thing. these were sent to us by Phil Bar Toys. I didn't even get a chance to really open them. I guess we get to pick them. These are like his custom figures.
Show me.
Yeah, check these out, man.
Holy smoke.
I kind of know which ones I want, but I think we're gonna have to decide. They're really cool. I think these are.
These are really cool.
Yeah, these are fun. He's the one that did. He did our custom statues.
Yeah, these are sweet.
Yeah, he threw in one of those toy pizza ninjas, which is super cool too. I thank you. We really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you so much. Man. These are awesome.
which one? God, these are so fun. I like that guy the best.
This guy?
Yeah, that's the
I
robot.
sort of like the skeleton.
Okay,
you know?
I like the skeleton too, but
They're really
I'll
cool.
let you take the skeleton if I can take the robot, and then let me
you,
see
man.
the other ones.
Actually, I sort of like her. I like this lady.
Yeah, I like that one too, but I'll let you have it. I'll take this one. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love that people make stuff and like have the ability to make stuff. If we had the technology, I mean, we made stuff as a kid, but like if we had the technology now, like, do you think I guess we could do that right now. We could make stuff.
If we had 3D printers
Yeah.
and the stuff we did, I think it'd just be the stuff we made would be a little cooler than the stuff we actually did make. I don't know.
Do you think so?
A little.
I think you're probably right.
I mean, I don't know, you know.
Can I have this ninja dude too?
Yeah, you have a ninja.
Yeah, he's
dude.
pretty cool. I like that. So thank you.
Yeah.
We always appreciate it. And I think I'm gonna go watch the Lions game.
Nice.
Nice. First
I'm
one
gonna
of the
take
year.
a leak.
All right. Until next time.
Nerd out. Oh my god, I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah. Run. Well, that's a trail mix.